Good morning. Sunday, June 4th, just after 6 a.m. and I'm headed up to Swatara State Park for the YouTube meetup. I'm excited, but I'm also a little bit nervous. I'm not really sure who's going to show up. Hopefully a lot of people, but you know, you never know. So headed up the northeast extension of the turnpike right now. I'm supposed to be arriving at about 7:15 a.m. I told everyone to get there between like 8 and 9. I want to get there early, but yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit of butterflies and just hope everything goes well. Looking forward to meeting some people whose channels I follow and maybe even a few subscribers as well. But we'll see what happens. We'll make the best of it, and it should be a good time. Alright, well here we go, entering into Swatara State Park on Sand Siding Road, and we're going to find out shortly. Will this event be forever known as Bordner's Bungle or the Bash at Bordner's Cabin? Time will tell, but here we go. We have arrived at the parking area. It's a nice big parking lot, which is a good thing. Beautiful morning. I can see Tony from Random Adventures 2.0. He's here. It looks like he's sleeping in his car right now. I think he had an overnight last night and he drove down here this morning. So, wow, super amazed by that. That's awesome. And a friend of the channel named Heidi, she's here also. And she's wandering about right now. When I see her come back, I think she went down the trail a bit. Introduce you to her too. So it's already off to a good start here.
Next time you're up in that area, stop in Forksville. Big Mike's cheesesteaks are wonderful.
Okay, yeah, they must be, because everyone seems to say that. Yeah,
everybody's telling you that.
Yeah.
Okay, give it all you got.
You know how happy I am to see you? When I pulled in, I assumed you were taking a rest.
Oh, I was sleeping. In the back right there. Yeah.
What time did you get here?
4 o'clock. Yeah. I left there almost 11 o'clock. It was just shy of 11 o'clock.
All right, guys, there is Tony from Random Adventures 2.0. He is one of my favorite YouTubers, and he specializes in stealth camping and all manners of bushcraft and different things and gear, and you just went on an adventure where you traveled across the whole country.
Yes, 9,350 miles. Got all that's where we got all the stickers.
I call Tony one of the busiest men on YouTube, because he is constantly working and his content is great. So make sure, if you're watching this video, if you're not already subscribed to his channel, you got to subscribe, because his content is excellent. But he was here this morning. He drove in like pretty much overnight to be here, and just super appreciate that. Really honored by that.
Wouldn't miss it.
I'm here with Walter. He set up this fine gathering today.
Hello.
And he just gave me an old Loggers Path Maston PA patch for completing the trail with him. You can check those videos out. I'll link the playlist up here.
You earned it for completing the hike and putting up with me the whole time. So, all right, guys, here I am with Bob from you remember from our video at Lebanon Reservoir, which was actually not that far from here at all. So Bob and Dave are here, Day Hike Dave. So yeah, lots of people are starting to show up, and again, it's still early. I'm surprised. I didn't think people would really start showing up till like 8:30, closer to 9, but yeah, very cool so far, very cool. So here we are again. Here's Two Souls Outdoors, and he was kind enough to come all the way from New Jersey.
Yes.
Near the Pinelands, or?
Yes, Pine Barrens in New Jersey, definitely. All flat and sandy.
Yeah. So how long of a ride was that for you today?
A little over 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so. I'm forward to always watching your upcoming videos, Well, but today I get to participate in one of them. Yay!
Yeah, I think this might be a little different type of video, but thanks for coming out. And we got New Jersey in the house, so you know we're going multi-state now here. You know this guy, of course, Day Hike Dave, and you know we just worked on a project not too long ago, the Lebanon Reservoir Loop. We had a great time, and Bob was there with us as well, and I'm super happy to have Dave here. And, yeah, so more people keep showing up and just having a great time.
By the end of the day, if I don't stop smiling.
We got to set up something.
Well, we love that smile.
I've been making a list of my.
So here we are with the traveling Ron Man, and he was kind enough to join us. And where are you based out of?
So I'm based out of the Lehigh Valley. So I'm the Allentown, Bethlehem area. That's where, but I travel all over the state and all over the country.
So what's like the primary focus of what you video and what you do?
I like doing hikes and historic Pennsylvania places. I love exploring Pennsylvania history because I grew up in the States, and believe it or not, I haven't really explored much in Pennsylvania. So I'm in the next point here. I want to catch up, and then a little quickie roadside stuff and some other stuff. So a little bit of everything.
Well, there you go. Traveling Ron Man. Be sure to check his channel out. And all right, another person here, and just the crowd keeps getting bigger.
Thanks, Walter.
All right.
Do you know where it came out? Right at Kilgaroo?
Here he is, guys. As you all know, the Wandering Woodsman, and I had the honor of working with Cliff last October. We went on an awesome hike to the Emerald Forest. I thank you so much for coming out for this. So how many times have you been to Bordner's cabin now? I know it's one of your favorite spots.
I don't know. I used to come here before I started filming too.
Many
We
times.
used to drive. Me and my friend John, we used to drive on that road. Before they shut it down.
Well, they still do a drive. It's like second Saturday in every month. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do it on a Sunday, because I wanted to make sure. So here's Cliff, and the #1 YouTuber in Pennsylvania, right here at the meetup. So I'm so thrilled and honored. Here we are with Craig Coppell. Craig Coppell, and he's a channel I just recently started following, and I really like his work. So you got to check his channel out. But where are you based out of, Craig?
Easton, Pennsylvania.
Easton, okay.
Yes.
And what's like the primary focus of your channel?
I started watching your channel, and I try to do a lot of good quality work.
Okay.
Every shot has a purpose.
I did notice you're very high quality. I'm very impressed with it.
Thank you. I don't really talk a lot. I just started to talk a little bit more. Some people want that, and just try and put out good content. It's visually, I guess, appealing for people, to watch.
Look at this. All right, so like you guys all know, I'm a YouTuber, and obviously that's why you're here. I'm actually a little nervous right now, but I just wanted to say,
We all love you, Walter.
You're among family.
sincerely, I want to say thank you for everyone for coming out. I didn't really plan anything more than just getting together and going for a hike. And if you watch my channel, you know how I film and what I do. And looking forward to incorporating everyone into this hike in this video. Thank you, everyone, so much. And I'm about to get ready to get hiking. I don't know about you guys. I'm getting the sense that everyone's pretty much getting ready to do it. Okay.
We need a group photo.
So we'll get a group photo, and we'll get some photos, and then we'll go.
Where you want to do?
So Tony won't be joining us for the hike, but he did want to come out today, and again, I'm just so happy to see him out here. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, Random Adventures. I try to do the thing, but I always have trouble. 2.0. We are now on the Swatara Rail Trail, and yeah, you can see I got a few guests with me today. Got the whole gang back there. I'm not even sure if I'm getting everyone in film here, but we are now on our way to Boardner's cabin. Thank you for joining us for some nature, adventure, discovery here from scenic Pennsylvania. Boardner's cabin, here we go. It is. Now there is supposed to be a waterfall at this hike, but I'm concerned because of the lack of rain that there's not going to be much water flow. That would have been my ace in the hole to get that waterfall. But we'll see. There might be a little bit. So I thought this was going to be like a little 40, 50 foot bridge. This is like a, I don't know. This is about the length of a football field. Everyone's kind of begun to disperse a little bit now. Everyone's kind of walking their own walk, which is nice, and it's really what I wanted, because I think in the beginning everybody was looking for me to lead, but you know I'm going to stop and take my shots. So. I cannot get over how gorgeous it is out here. And we're walking underneath my favorite tree, the Pennsylvania state tree, the hemlock. This is just a perfect time of day, and excellent photography opportunities. It's gorgeous out here. I'm here with Carol from Grace Garden, and tell me a little bit about your channel. What's the focus of what you do?
My channel is basically almost like a journal of what I do, and some of it's my florist work because I'm a florist full-time. Some of it's hiking and outdoors. Some of it's garden tours and pretty things out in nature, because I like to celebrate Grace Garden, which is the big world that we all share. This big beautiful world is a garden.
There you go. So I like Carol's videos where sometimes she shows her incredible garden in her backyard, and I also learned some tips about floral arrangements and things like that. So if you like flowers, if you like adventures and kayaking, she does kayaking videos. Has a beautiful puppy dog she takes with her. So yeah, be sure to check her out.
I thank you, Walter, for having this get together.
Absolutely. We are continuing along the trail. We're getting pretty close to the cabin here, and what do you think about this trail? It's pretty
I love
nice.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. The mixed woods, lots of sunshine in spots.
Yeah, and it's
cool spots.
It's nice and
spots.
Nice and cool. I think it may have rained here overnight just a bit. So. But I'm here with Pennsylvania Adventures, and your channel is primarily focused on
state parks and waterfalls.
Well, two of my favorite things right there.
We've been to 111 of the state parks in Pennsylvania. We've been to all 20 state forests.
That's amazing.
And I believe, if I can drop a plug here, Tim Chaney, who does Uncovering PA.
Uncovering PA.
He has a great book, 180 waterfalls in Pennsylvania.
I have that book.
We've been to about 40. And this one here is in the book. Acriggs is in the books.
There you go.
That's what we like to do. Parks, camping, tent campers, cooking out, chasing waterfalls.
Perfect. So there you go. So another awesome channel. Be sure to check them out. Pennsylvania Adventures.
Appreciate
Armar Boardner, a local woodshop teacher, completed his handcrafted cabin beside Acriggs Falls in 1939 with the help of his uncle and several of his students. The cabin was crafted using rustic-style architecture and has been compared to Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, and all stone and lumber materials were sourced directly on site. In the 1970s, land in the area was being taken by the state through eminent domain to create Swatara State Park. Boardner refused to leave his beloved home and was allowed to stay until his death at the age of 90 in 1994. Today, the Swatara Watershed Association lovingly protects, maintains, and restores this one-of-a-kind structure. Boardner's cabin was designated on the National Register of Historic Places in 2009. All right, so we finally arrived at Boardner's cabin, and I'm here with Quiet John out and about.
Quiet John out and about, yes.
Yes, and we're looking up at the cabin, and tell people a little bit about your channel. What do you focus on? And
well, I'm out and about. I don't hit on a lot of things. I just want everybody to know that there are things out there, and that they can get out themselves, and they can do their own history of it and their own finding out where things are at. But it's just a glimpse. I just give a glimpse of what things are out here. One of my first videos I did 4 years ago was here at Bordners.
Okay.
I did a pretty terrible job of it.
Well, hey, we all got to start somewhere. And
yeah.
I think one of the great things about YouTube is that you have the ability to go out and explore on your own and be your own amateur historian, scientist, nature enthusiast, hiker, whatever it may be. But if you want to see Quiet John's perspective on things, I'll provide a link to his channel below. Be sure to check him out and subscribe. I am. Look at this. Look at the views you have out the window here. I mean, it's just gorgeous. This place is so cool. These are the hardest places for me to film because I don't even know where to go or where to begin, but wow, look at this. The wood, you can smell, the wood has that certain smell to it, natural smell. Man, it's beautiful. I hope everyone's having a good time. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing at this point, so. So we're standing now at the base of Acriggs Falls. The cabin is directly in front of me and the waterfall is up ahead. That view looking up is absolutely beautiful. It's spectacular. Now the falls aren't flowing with any tremendous amount of force, but we knew that because it's been a very dry spring here in Pennsylvania. But we're going to climb a little further up because there is one section where there's a bit of a drop. So before we continue our tour of the cabin, let's go check it out. Here with the Wandering Woodsman, he's been here a few times before. It's just pretty standard flow for this waterfall. I know it's not like traditionally a real strong waterfall.
I would say it's just slightly below average.
Okay.
It's
been a really, really dry spring here in Pennsylvania.
Here you can see a lot of water, but it's still nice up there. Just because we had a lot of rain earlier this spring, so it's still,
yeah,
that's the stuff that's coming in.
So what do you think about this spot, Ryan?
Love it. I've been here before just in the cabin, and I'm surprised how dark it is.
I thought there would be a little bit of sun filtering through.
The morning I was here, it was so lit up from the sun coming in, but different time of year, different time. And this was like a little icy, so I didn't try and come up here myself. Yeah. Now that it's nice weather, this is amazing. Those mossy falls up there are worth going up and capturing.
I'm here with Lewis from Simply Explo Venturing. We are along Acriggs Falls. Now, I've been following Lewis's channel for a long time. He covers a tremendous variety of topics here in Pennsylvania. You want to tell people a little bit about your channel?
I have what they call a, what's the word I'm looking for right now?
Variety? Variety
channel. I do hiking, a little bit of biking, getting into kayaking, a lot of historical places and museums and stuff like that.
I've noticed that, and a lot of like train stuff.
Train stuff, yeah. I've been doing a lot more train rail fanning as well.
Yeah. So Lewis is a great guy, and I'm subscribed to his channel, so make sure you check his channel out and give him a subscribe. And you can thank me later because his content is very varied and very interesting. Yeah. So.
But this guy's cinematic style is so amazing. I love his cinematic style, the way he does his videos. Don't forget to subscribe to Walter's channel as well.
Thank you, Lewis.
Appreciate it. No problem.
All right, headed back to the cabin now where everyone seems to be gathered. And yeah, this is the kind of place, if you can get here on a weekday, you know, without a big crowd like I brought here, but you can have this place to yourself. It's a special place, truly special.
But I mean, I use it every day, so.
Maybe it's time that I start paying.
I wouldn't pay for it just.
Whose video do I want to watch?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. Well,
single one of them.
Everybody make sure, you know, try to make sure everyone's subscribed to everyone's channels, you know, and you know.
You go this week, you go to next week, you go to next week.
All right, guys. So we've been here at the cabin for a while. Don't think we're going to stick around too much longer. I do want to check out the fossil pit also, where you can actually dig and find fossils. I'm not sure if everyone's going to be going over there or not, but you can see the Wandering Woodsman there. He's kind of holding court. Of course, everybody wants to talk to him, but this is a really, really beautiful spot. And it's like some kids are showing up, maybe like Boy Scouts or something. So awesome stuff. Thanks for joining us. I do appreciate you. Well, that was Boardner's cabin, a beautiful place. Again, if you could get there during a weekday, you'd be better off. It's one of those places that's more better parts up there. Kettle Creek.
Oh yeah, that's the other one on that. The whole line of them.
Ole Bull was another one. Flipping to see if he was going to say something, because I know last time we went on a hike we talked about shorts, and he said he wasn't a big fan, but he was thinking about trying it. But
I talked about.
All right, back to the trailhead. Everyone's kind of coming back. We all came back at our own pace. Again, some of us are heading over to the fossil pit, some aren't. And that's perfectly fine. This day has already been a tremendous success and a blessing. And so there's going to be a part 2. I don't know how much I'm going to film at the fossil pit, but hopefully we can find some souvenirs from this trip. All right, so you can see there's still a few of us here. We're gonna go check out the fossil pit. Most of the others went home, but we're gonna go check out the Swatara fossil pit and see if we can't find a souvenir to take home with us. All right, guys, look who's back. Tony.
Go.
Now here he was the whole time while we had gone up to Bordner's cabin. I told you, I got some of the hardest working men in YouTube here at this meetup, and Tony was doing some editing and working on his project.
That video, yeah, it's all ready to go. It'll be up next Friday.
All right.
Well, too.
Right.
You guys can use that if you want. You know,
You haven't trademarked that one?
I'm not going to trademark that one.
It's free for the day.
Yeah, that's free.
That one, the next couple though.
There they are. Any luck? Nice.
Oh, nice.
All right, guys, we have made it to the fossil pit. You can see it behind me. Pretty. It almost looks like a little barren cliff, but I guess it's a bunch of rocks and scree, and you can see some shale. Maybe you can see some holes where people have been digging. And again, if you find something, you can keep it. Now, I wouldn't say go and stuff 50 of, leave them for the other people, but if you take a couple fossils home, why not, right? Cool souvenir. I found a nice shady spot here along this creek, so this is where I'm going to look, because even though it's still nice out, I want to get out of the sun. All right, so there's no real secret to this. You just gotta look around and, all right, look, I already spotted one. That wasn't staged, but a tiny little fossil right here. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but there's a little piece of a shell. Yeah, so, Simply Explo Venturing, he's found a couple fossils. There's a good one right there. And they said they seen a snake up on the
black snake
up on the ridge there too. But
this one is
mostly small stuff, but still something interesting.
This one's a little harder to see, but it's right up in there.
It's interesting. It's interesting to think that this creature was alive millions of years ago and is now petrified in a rock, and we can still see it. Nature, adventure, discovery. That's what I'll say.
I saw your video with Camp Gourmet. Yeah, I did.
Oh, he loved it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he loved it.
All right. So I just washed this off in the creek. Again, I don't know how well the GoPro is going to show it. Doesn't do a real good job on close-ups, but here you can see a little shell. This is going to be my keeper. I'll take a photo of it to give you a better look at it. But this is a cool place, bring kids, bring the family, hang out for a little bit. Again, you're not going to find a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but you can hang out here down by the creek or even up on the hillside and find some fossils.
Yeah, they're doing the market fair soon too. So, when I was there 2 weeks ago.
All right, my friends, we are heading back to the parking lot after checking out the Swatara fossil pit. What an amazing day. I feel so honored and blessed and fortunate to have been joined by all these amazing people, YouTubers, and also a couple of subscribers. So I'll keep this short. This was a big milestone for me in my YouTube evolution, and again, just very grateful to everyone. So you know what I'm going to say. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us for another adventure here in beautiful scenic Pennsylvania. A different kind of adventure today, but until next time, we'll see you on the trail. Take care, guys. Gator out.